what you can see or what can you see, right? And then following with what I know. Of course, what we say what I know is your prior knowledge or what we call the schema. And lastly, you can now tell your inference. So that is the diagram or illustration about making inference.
Let's read a passage and after that, answer the questions to make inferences. It was the first day of class. Eva came out of her room with a sad face. She went to her mom and asked, "Mom, can I go to school?" "No, my dear," Mrs. Satas said. Instead, she brought out an envelope which was handed by Eva's teacher the other day. When Eva opened the envelope, it was full of modules for grade 6 people like her. Even her little brother and sister had their own. She sincerely thanked her teacher through text. Then went back to her brother and sister, and they all studied together happily. She felt relieved, but she was still a little worried. And now, let us answer the question. Number 1. Why was Eva upset at the beginning of the passage? A. Classes were suspended. B. Her mom won't allow her to go to school. C. No classes for this school year. D. She found out that she would not go to school to attend class. Okay, the correct answer is D. She found out that she would not go to school to attend class. Number 2. Why did Eva send a message to her teachers? A. She asked the teacher about the lesson. B. She introduced herself. C. She thanked the teacher. And D. She wanted to return the modules. Okay, the correct answer is C. She thanked the teacher. 3. Why did Eva thank her teacher? A. The teacher gave her an advice. B. The teacher gave her the modules. C. The teacher greeted her. D. The teacher ignored her. Alright, the answer is B. The teacher gave her the modules. 4. Was Eva excited to go to school? A. No, because she was worried. B. No, because she came out of her room with a sad face. C. Yes, because she studied with her brother and sister happily. D. Yes, because her mom allowed her to go to school. Okay, the answer is B. No, because she came out of her room with a sad face. Number 5. Why was Eva still worried at the end of the passage? A. Maybe she didn't like to stay at home. B. Maybe she had a hard time answering the modules by herself. C. Perhaps she won't get her everyday baon anymore. And D. Perhaps she was afraid of her teacher. Alright, the correct answer is B. Maybe she had a hard time answering the modules by herself. Let us define what is inference. Inference is an intelligent guess that you make about what you see, read, or experience. Or, in other words, an inference is something you figure out by putting clues together and making guess. In another, you are drawing a conclusion based on what you see, read, or experience.
In making inferences, you have to take note that authors don't give every detail or they don't give every piece of information in stories or text. So what do the readers do? Readers make inferences to supply the information not given in the text. So readers use clues from the story to supply the necessary details. Now, how do good readers make inference? So, let's see the illustration.
A good reader, they use word text clues. Another, they use picture clues. They define unknown words. They look for emotions or feelings. They use what they already know, and they look for explanations for events, and they ask themselves questions. And the words to use when a good reader infer: I think, I infer, I predict, my guess is, perhaps, maybe, this could mean, and it could be that. Let us now study the steps on how to make inferences. So the first one is making inference using word clues. So here is the example. According to what the author said, many parents would rather have distance learning than have their children face the danger of COVID-19. So, according to the author, what I know now is that parents won't risk the safety of their children. So, therefore, my inference would be, I think parents' decision is still final. Now let's go to another example. Example number 2. President Duterte would not want face-to-face classes to begin unless a vaccine is given to Filipino citizens. So again, according to what the author said, what I know is that no vaccine has been given to students. So therefore, my inference would be I infer that face-to-face classes are not possible at this time. Now let's go to another steps on how to make inference. So this one, making inference using picture clues. So this time we are going to base our inference using pictures. So what does the picture tell? In example number 1, okay, can you tell what does it said? Okay, what the picture said is that there is a man wearing a face mask with a signal sign no entry. And according to what the picture said, this is what I know. All people are required to wear face mask at all times. So therefore, my inference would be this could mean no face mask, no entry. For example number 2, here is the picture. Can you tell me what does this picture mean? Okay, according to the picture, these people should practice physical or social distancing as much as possible. So again, according to the picture, what I know is that coronavirus spreads through physical contact. So therefore, my inference would be perhaps social distancing helps to slow the spread of coronavirus and flatten the curve. For step 3, making inference using our emotions or feelings. Authors often use words or pictures to give you clues about the personalities and emotions of the characters. So this time, my example is that we are going to use word clues to infer the emotions or feelings. Now, for example number 1, we have if the character is shown refusing to be controlled by others such as their parents, boss, or other authority figure, meaning that the character is not following instruction or not obeying their boss, their parents, or other authority figure, what would you infer about this character's emotion or feelings? Okay, we infer that they are rebellious because they are not following what their parents, boss, or other authority figure to do. Another example, example number 2. If the character storms out of the room, slamming the door behind them. So meaning the character, when we say storms out of the room, he went out to the room, or he went out of the room. And slamming the door is the closing the door very strong or very hard. So what could be the emotion of this character who went out of the room and slammed the door? Can you infer or guess the emotion of this character? Okay, so we infer that this character are angry because he slammed the door. And so that is the illustration on making inference. Okay, let's practice now. For letter A, make your own inferences using picture clues. Okay, what the picture said: girls holding cell phones, laughing at the other girl who is shocked and looked worried. So, you're going to write what I know in your inference. So your timer starts now. Okay, so according to the picture, what I know now is that bullying could happen anywhere. So therefore, my inference is that this could only mean that cyberbullying is a serious issue. Next, again, what the picture said: the girl is studying through online class. Your timer starts now. Okay, let's answer. So the girl is studying through online class. Therefore, what I know is that there is no face-to-face classes because of pandemic. So my inference is, I infer that online class is the solution in the absence of face-to-face classes. For letter B, make your own inferences using word clues. So this time you're going to use word clues. Okay, what the author or the text tell? John played Mobile Legends for the whole day, and when the evening comes, he is fast asleep without reviewing his lessons. He forgot that tomorrow is their exam. Okay, time is up. What I know now is that studying the lesson or reviewing the lessons before exam can refresh your mind and could remember all that had taught by your teacher. So therefore, my inference is, I think John will get a low score on his exam. Another, according to the text or the author, Carlo went outside to play, even though it is not allowed for children to go out at this time of pandemic. Okay, time is up. So, according to the text, what I know is that our country is in a community quarantine. Therefore, children are not allowed to go out. So, my inference is the staff of our barangay might see Carlo playing outside and he will be told to get inside their house. Now for letter C, make your own inferences using emotions and feelings. Okay, standing at the starting line, the boy felt sure he would win this race. Okay, what is your inference about the boy? Can you infer his emotion or his attitude, rather? Alright, I infer that the boy is confident. So that is the inference about the boy's character. Okay, another. The lucky brown dog wagged his tail, and when the bone was given to him. Okay, the inference is, I think the dog is grateful.
Well, congratulations, you know how to make inferences. Now for the summary of our lesson. Now, what is an inference? Inference is an intelligent guess that you make about what you see, you read, or you experience. How to make inferences? We make inferences by using word clues. We make inferences by using picture clues. And we make inferences by using emotions or feelings. And that's the end of my video lesson about making inferences. I hope that you had learned something. Again, this is Teacher Arlene, your English teacher, leaving you the quote from B.B. King that the beautiful thing about learning is that nobody can take it away from you.
Oh, wow!
Meaning that you should always continue to learn. Never stop learning. Because no one else can get that from you. Okay? So have a nice day. Keep safe everyone and God bless.